Hello, Wednesday, the 22nd of October, and for the next hour, we're going to be going through all the latest and greatest news from the AI and tech world. And today, we're going to be covering mainly Google's new release. We're going to do some actual live builds. But before we do that, let's whiz through some of the latest updates, and we're going to start with the biggest release, which was Atlas coming out from ChatGPT and OpenAI. So if you're following the news and if you followed the AI industry recently, you may have noticed that we're getting AI-powered browsers, and that includes the one I'm using right now, which is called Comet. This is the AI-powered browser from Perplexity, and you see I've got this little pop open assistant on the right-hand side, and actually this is becoming the standard for AI browsers, and not to be outdone by Perplexity, by another one called Dia, D-I-A, not Dia as in the animal. ChatGPT, obviously, and OpenAI had to release their own. So they've released Atlas, and it's basically the same. It's powered by ChatGPT, has a sliding bar from the right, and it can take actions for you. Here is the full post, and it hits, then watch the video. Bring ChatGPT with you across the web for instant answers, smart suggestions, and help you with tasks, all with privacy settings you can control. We'll get onto that in a minute because it's actually not that private. Unlock the web with ChatGPT by your side. Open the ChatGPT sidebar in any window to summarize content, compare products, and analyze data from any site you're viewing. Okay, this is kind of this. In Comet, we've got the assistant. It has context of your page. See down here. And you can ask it questions. You can attach, you can screenshot, you can record. This is the same, but with Atlas. Now, I'm not using Atlas today just because I have a setup using Comet instead, but it's quite similar. Picks up where you left off. You can choose what ChatGPT remembers, so it can bring you relevant details when you need them. It opens a chat for you here. Takes actions for you. You can see it can take charge of your browser. In agent mode, ChatGPT interacts with the sites for you, always under your control. Use it to do tasks from start to finish. In this one, you needed stuff to go to the beach, so ordered it through Instacart in this demo. Assists you when and where you need it. Turn your cursor into a collaborator. You can highlight text in the emails and calendar invites and docs, and you can just get help from ChatGPT in like an overlay pop-up sort of way, which is pretty cool. And yeah, there's a bunch more features like smart search, easy to use. You can customize it by color, etc. And you can download it today. It's available on Mac OS. Okay, let's watch the video so you can get a good understanding. I'm going to fly through these news things because I want to get to actually building. But yeah, let's watch it together. Let me just turn the sound on for you. And this is ChatGPT Atlas. So normal browser, opens a website. Pop it open on the right-hand side. So you can ask it questions about the site that you're on. There's an overlay, so you can get it to help you with whatever page you're on to. And now you can also take actions on your tab, open new tabs, browse, etc. In this case, yeah, Instacart. If you did want it to take every browser completely, you can do that too. So yeah, it's pretty good. I think we saw it. Yeah, it was at the end of the video. Let me just double check. I think it was. Yeah, so that's Atlas. You can download it today on Mac. It's basically an AI-powered browser with ChatGPT built in. It can take actions for you and all that good stuff. Personally, I'm still on the Comet side of things from Perplexity because I like it, but I'm going to be trying it out over the next few days. And yeah, we'll see exactly where it lands. The next big story from yesterday is Google AI Studio. Now, if you've seen vibe coding apps or vibe coding products in general, you might be thinking Lovable, you might be thinking Bolt, you might be thinking Replit, which enables you to just use natural language to build stuff or create apps. Now, Google AI Studio have released an upscaled version of their own. Now, we're going to try it in a second because it's really good. Our updated build mode lets you mix and match AI capabilities to turn your ideas into reality faster than ever, automatically wiring up the right models and APIs for you instantly. Now, if you don't know what that means, basically, people want to build AI-powered apps. So they want to have live chat. They want to create image apps. They want to be able to do image to video and all that good stuff. Before, you'd kind of had to say, I want to use this API or I want this functionality to happen. Google in this AI Studio have actually made it much easier because they've kind of laid out all these options for you, which we'll see in a minute. But yeah, this is now available to everybody and it's also free, which is ace. Let's whiz through the next stories and we'll get straight to building with that. Okay, got a release from Browser Base from Paul. This is one of the biggest bets I've made as a founder. Today, we're launching Director 2.0, a free app that enables anyone to automate web tasks with a simple prompt powered by Browser Base and Stagehand. Again, this is another browser automation play. Let's see the video. I think this is going to become very big. Typical manual work that a digital worker might be doing. You can show here.
Director turns your manual browser tasks into repeatable agentic workflows. Describe what you need done in natural language. Director uses a real browser to do the task. It first thinks through your request and breaks it down into steps. It then navigates, types, thinks, and works until the task is complete, click by click, just like you would. Every step is recorded and turned into repeatable code that runs on Browser Base's secure infrastructure. We handle your agents, browsers, and let you schedule and deploy hundreds of automations. What used to take you hours now takes seconds. And just like that, you get your time back. Try it out today at director.ai.
Okay, so that's director.ai. The TLDR here is if you've ever using an application and you're doing like a repetitive task where it's kind of the same pointing, clicking, looking up info, copy and pasting, you can then turn that workflow that you're doing into a automation, which can then use the browser and use the apps that you're doing. Okay, so if you do something over and over again, save as a workflow, Director can automate it for you so you don't ever have to do it and you can go off and do other things. If you want to try it out, go to director.ai. I think, let me just double check. This is live on Product Hunt now, lovable for web automations, #1 on Product Hunt actually. And the website is, director.ai. What do you want to automate? Give it a try. It's actually very, very cool. Okay, Design Arena introducing video editing. You can now edit videos on Design Arena. Simply upload a clip and type to edit. This is one of the new things that you can now do with AI. You can actually edit videos with natural language. I don't think this has got any sound, but basically the TLDR, you upload a video and then you can just give it a prompt, make the background a volcano, for instance. Play a little game while it's generating. And there we go. We've got a new video with the background as a volcano. So they're making it as easy as possible to edit videos with natural language as it is to edit text and now images with natural language too. So that's in Design Arena. Next, okay, here is a quick story I thought we'll touch on, and that's from Brave. So the security vulnerability we found in Perplexity's Comet browser, which is the one I'm currently using. And I think this is actually present in Atlas too. Now, indirect prompt injections are a systemic problem facing Comet and other AI-powered browsers. Today, we're publishing the details on more security vulnerabilities we uncovered. indirect prompt injection attacks occur when malicious instructions are hidden in web content like web pages. When an LLM analyzes the content, it obeys the hidden instructions because it believes they're real commands from the user. Okay, so let's say I used my AI browser to read a web page or to read a document, and in that document there was some really small text in white hidden at the top, at the bottom, that told the browser to do something that I didn't want it to do and I didn't instruct it to do. But because it can read that text and maybe the human doesn't see it, the AI can, and it will execute what the person wants it to happen. So here's a TLDR. Plexi's Comet AI Assistant can take screenshots of websites and analyze them for users. However, Comet will also follow instructions hidden on the web page that it screenshots. Let's see this example. I don't think there's any sound. So here you can see it's taking a screenshot of the image. Let me see if I can zoom in a bit more. It's asking who is the author. And then it's opened your Perplexity account details and it's found the user's email address. Which is obviously not what you want to ask it to do. It's gone to a new browser page. It's opened your Gmail account. It's got a verification code. So yeah, all of this stuff's no good. You didn't ask it to do any of this. And basically you can make the browser go and execute anything. So that's not ideal. Feeder browser has the same resistance to hidden instructions attacks. However, it still treats all visible content on websites as trusted. Simply asking a browser to visit a site with instructions will cause the LLM to process and obey those instructions. This is another AI browser. Hidden on the page tells it to navigate to another website. Okay. Again, security issue, can make it do anything, and so on and so forth. The scariest aspect of this is that an AI assistant can act with the user's authenticated privileges. So maybe if you're logged into any site, maybe you're logged into your bank, or maybe you're logged into your crypto accounts or MetaMask or whatever, it could actually just take over your browser and act as you would, pop open whatever it is you want to have popped open, and then execute the task for you. An agentic browser hijacked by a malicious site can access the user's banking, work email, and other sensitive account. To make it less risky, developers should isolate agentic browsing from regular browsing, require explicit consent from users for agentic browsing actions like opening sites or reading emails. However, larger structural changes are needed in the long term. So they go on about doing this in their blog, or the protections that you can do in their blog at Brave, but just wanted to make people aware that that is an issue if you're using agentic browsers like this one. Okay, Runway have done workflows. You can new way to build your own tools inside Runway. Now you can create your own custom node modules, workflows, chaining together multiple models, modalities, and intermediary steps for even more control of your generation. Build the workflows that can work for you. Available now for our creative partners. So you can see here, input, you've got an image input, and then an image of the person, and then a prompt about how you wanted to change this image. And now, rather than doing it in one app inside of Runway and then pulling the output out and putting them in another app, you can kind of chain these together in a workflow and plug them all in together. Here's a video. Text input, image input, then for image. Give it a try at Runway ML. That's a super nice way of working. There's another security feature that you need to be paying attention to too. You might want to consider dressing for success when using the ChatGPT Atlas browser. Should have covered this a second ago, but who knows who might be looking. This is by default, Atlas will be capturing videos of you. So remember to turn this off, go to settings. You can now, by default, it's on, including all audio and video recording. So if I was recording this using Atlas, that will be sending that obviously over to ChatGPT, I think. Bear with me, make sure I've got the right speakers still selected. Yeah, so this is on by default inside of Atlas if you're going to be downloading and using the new browser from OpenAI. Maybe double check that. Okay. Composer. This is a post from Benjamin, CEO of Composer Technologies, and they're releasing a automated trading platform, the AI for trading. Let's have a look at this.
Hey, I'm Ben, the CEO of Composer, and today we're launching AI for trading. 5 years ago it hit me. The best traders think in strategies. If momentum is strong, when volatility spikes, then rotate into these assets. But executing that manually, you need to track every indicator, watch a dozen assets, and time each trade perfectly. Every single time, it's impossible. What I needed was a platform that could think in if-then logic, monitor the markets, and execute trades for me automatically. An AI that understands trading strategies the way traders do. But that platform didn't exist, so we built it. Not alerts, news feeds, or stock tips, but an AI that understands strategies. Builds them, backtests them, and executes them. Let me show you. I tell Composer AI a strategy in plain English, and it composes the entire thing instantly. There it is, fully built, back-tested, and ready to run. And from here on out, Composer monitors the market, spots the signals, and executes the trades automatically. To make this possible, we had to own every layer. 5 years of building. Our own brokerage, our own strategy language, our own execution infrastructure. Because real AI for trading isn't a wrapper on someone else's tools. It's an entire stack from idea to trade. So if you're a trader who thinks in strategies, tell Composer AI your idea and let it build it for you. Browse thousands of curated strategies. Share your interests and receive trade ideas you've never thought of. Composer is AI for trading, where creativity meets the market. We're launching today, so check it out and give us your feedback.
That's ace. Composer.trade/AI. It's rolling out now. This is Ben. If I was going to give him a follow, Composer Technologies, I think, yeah, this is the site. Build trading algorithms for AI, backtest them, and then execute all in one platform. No coding skills needed. Trading built better. So yeah, let's give that, we'll actually give this a try. That's pretty dang cool. Okay, let's get into the meat of it today. Here is Google AI Studio. This is how you can now build AI-powered apps completely for free. So if you go to this URL, ai.aistudio.google.com, you're going to land on this page. I think, let me see if we can zoom out a bit, maybe. Yeah, we'll zoom out. I think the screen might be slightly cut off, but yeah, we'll be okay. So here's where you are. You might be familiar with this text box where you can just describe an idea. Here you've got your models. You've got Gemini 2.5 Pro. By default, you can also select Flash if you want. System instructions are going to be building in React, and then you can select your microphone if you want to use your voice. Here is why I think Gemini and this tool in particular is very good, because of these things down here. You can build a nano banana powered app. You can do conversational voice apps, animate images, use Google search data, bring in Gemini intelligence, generate images, Google Maps, place video generation, video understanding, generate speech, an AI powered chatbot. Now, all of these things were particularly quite difficult to build in before. You'd have to just kind of describe what you want. But the way that they've done it in here is you can just select it. You can say, add powerful photo editing to your app, allow users to add objects, remove backgrounds, or change a photo's style just by typing. So here is what we can do. If I click this one, it's going to add this AI capability into the box for me. So I don't actually have to describe it. All I can say is something like, I want to build a professional headshot creation app where people can upload an image of themselves, and we edit it to make it look like a professional photo shoot. Okay, this is not going to be as good as some of those high-end tools out there, like Headshot Pro, for instance. Shout out Danny Postma. But something like this, if you did want to use this in a different setting, maybe you wanted to do a cartoon image, for example, you can do. We're just going to press build, and you're going to see how this is going to work. On the left-hand side, let me just actually change the ratio of the screen. Let's go bring it over here a bit so you can see it. On the left-hand side, you can see this. Yeah, let's do that. You can see I want to build a professional headshot, and then you can see it's got this Nano Banana powered app attached. Then you can see it just working away. You've got the traditional kind of vibe coding app layout where it's now thinking about how to build it. Here you can see what it's thinking about how to create it, creating the components, planning it out, structuring the API calls and the UI. It's using Google's generative AI library, so it's plugging in all those APIs that you need. It's figuring out the architecture, the image uploading logic, and then it's going in and actually creating this app for us. So if we go and minimize it, you can follow it. This is spinning. You can actually interrupt. You can make changes, add new features, or so anything. And it's going to start coding this. And when it's ready, it's going to serve it up on the right here. Now, I think this is a very good way for them to actually take some market share away from AI app building products. Okay, I think it's actually done. Let me see if I can upload an image. I think we're actually just sharing this screen, so you might not see the image I do. Okay. If I go like this, will this work? Let's say maybe remove all the text, microphone, etc., and make microphone hat and turn this might be a bit of a big ask, into a professional headshot. So I actually just built it in maybe like 1 minute, 2 minutes. What's this? Let's see if it works. So usually this wouldn't work like out of the gate in most tools. If you're using like Lovable, Bolt, Replit, whatever. Okay, that is pretty good actually, considering my hair. If I can download it. That's cool. Let me see if I can share this. Here we go. Let me actually just see. How can I share this with you? Can I share this one tab? There we go. Okay, that's what it's done. It's actually removed all the text, removed the microphone, given me a hairstyle, removed my hat, and we've got an image downloading flawlessly in 2 minutes. Now we have a headshot generation app like instantly, which is absolutely crazy. Okay. Match 1 to Google. Let's go and reshare this. Let's see what else we can do. So here is, we've already built a headshot app. We can say add AI features. You can say add background options, improve prompt suggestion, add aspect ratio control, style presets. Yeah, let's do that. Enable style presets. We're going to introduce a new section in the image editor to offer predefined styles like corporate, creative, dynamic, vintage. Okay, sounds good. Send this prompt and it's going to add these features in. Now, Google has all these capabilities built into AI Studio. So actually compiling them like Lego blocks into these AI powered apps just takes no time. It's just kind of like connecting them together. They already know how to connect them together. They've got all the APIs needed. Down the road, they're going to be able to add, like, log in with Google really easily. I guess they can do payments quite easily. They've got Google Cloud if you wanted to instantly scale up. It's going to be actually pretty insane. They're also working on, I don't know if it's powering this behind the scenes, actually, it may be. They're working on Gemini 3, which is, by all accounts, a very powerful coding model. Let me see if I can actually, should have uploaded the presets. Here we go. I can then go, oh, it's got the original, which I just uploaded. We're going to go corporate, and it's going to add the prompt in here. And then I can go generate headshot. This is so easy to build stuff on. This is crazy. So yeah, Gemini 3 is going to come. Okay, so actually, to be honest opinion, we're actually losing a little bit of the likeness. Again, this was quite close, but not identical. This is maybe 90% of the way there in terms of keeping your likeness, transferring over. But this is pretty good. Let's go with we're going to upload a new one. We'll go with this one again. Maybe we'll go with vintage. Again, it's going to give you your prompt, generate the headshot. It's going to use Nano Banana under the hood for the edits. But you're getting the idea now. Okay, there's vintage me from the AI headshot generator. Okay, powered by Google Gemini, create a perfect headshot in seconds. Let's go back to the start. Let's go and see. Let's actually save this app. Again, up here, you've got saved to GitHub. You can deploy it. You can share it. You can switch to an API key of yours. You can download it. So you've got full code. You can actually view the code here if you want. But there is the preview. App number 1 done. That was just a couple of minutes. Okay. Let's go with this. Animate images with VO3. You can say, I want to create an app that animates vintage images of people while maintaining the likeness of them. I want to be able to social media. Let's make it a bit harder. Each person should get 3 free per day, and then they have to upgrade. Let's go build. So we've got animate the images of VO. If you did want to connect more than one, which we'll show in a minute, you can actually connect more than one together. What we'll do, we'll go, actually, I'll do that now. We can do the image aspect ratios. Control the exact VO generated images, build an app that creates perfect fit images for vertical phone. At the end, so we've got 2. We can animate the images with VO, and we can actually, hold on, that is for images. Maybe we will control the image first, then animate it. Okay. First, they should choose to resize the image and then animate it. Okay, good enough. Let's press build and see how we get. So the idea is, maybe you've got a vintage photo, maybe it's of a grandparent or a parent or a scene, whatever it is. You then want to upload it. You want to crop it, say you want it to go vertical, and then you want to actually animate it with VO, which is VO3, which is Google's video model. And we should be able to do that. Again, across here, we've got thinking for 23 seconds. Now we're building app. Again, this is all previously wired in by Google. So it actually makes it super fast. It's actually building a usage tracker for us here. Let's see how we're getting on. Okay, we've got the API key selector, the loader, the modal. We're analyzing some errors. I actually called it the nostalgia animator here. Maybe I need to actually get an old image. Let me just go to this, make sure I'm sharing the right tab. Let's just share this one. And then I can get some images. Vintage war photo. Let's go. Okay. How are we getting on? Fixing a couple of errors. But this is going to be a great place for people to actually start creating AI-powered apps. I wonder how easy it's going to be to hook up payments, to hook up logins, to add in the database. I think Logan, who is running DevRel at Google, said this is kind of the initial release. So there's going to be a bunch more features rolled out pretty quickly. So at the moment, it looks like you've got the app. It doesn't look like it's got built-in like auth, like databases, analytics, all that stuff, like a lot of the others do. So they're still currently ahead if you are using these other vibe coding tools, which is fine. I'm sure Google are going to do their best to catch up. I think they've been working on this for a long time, but they do have this advantage of actually having all of these AI capabilities ready to go. Now, in a moment, we'll try the live one because I think that's the real-time live API capabilities of Google is insane, where you can like share your screen. It can see what you see through the camera. If you can build these out of the box with ease, that's going to be crazy. Okay, this one is actually taking a bit more time. It's analyzing some errors. You can see here it's fixing some type definitions and looks like we're done. Maybe we need to add our API key, which is okay. Let's go. Maybe we can get one. Oh, okay. We've got three generations left. Let's see. We want nostalgia animator. Can we upload a photo? Yes, we can. Let's upload this one. And I'm going to say the person is shooting a gun and the other person passes him ammo to reload. Okay. Choose the aspect ratio. If you wanted to resize it, you can. I think we'll just go with keeping it the same to start with. Let's press generate. Let's add our API key. Okay, let's go here. I think, what did it say before? To use the video generation feature, you need to select an API key. It's required to give you access to Google's generative models. Okay, let's go ahead and we'll actually set up an API key a second. Let's see. Okay, one moment and then we'll be good. There is a very, very generous free tier, by the way, on Google. So it looks like you're going to be able to use a bunch of these features for free. Let's go. Okay, I think we are good. Let's go and create a new API key. Apps, let's go. Okay, this as you're setting up a billing account in Google is still quite painful. Come on, guys, let's sort this out because it's actually quite painful. Okay, I think that is it. Let's have a look. Let's have a refresh. Okay, I think we're good. Let's get this API key. Let's go back into our app. Let's go with switch to API key here. Let's refresh. Okay, I think we might be good. Let's try this again. Okay, then is shooting a gun, and the other is passing him ammo. We're in. We're working. We've got an API key. Let's have a look and see how this does, and we can change the aspect ratio in a second. So this is actually using VO3. This is taking an image. It's cropping it if you want it to crop, and then it's actually creating a video. And we can actually see how long this is going to take. We've actually got no idea how long it's going to take. On the left-hand side here, you can see we've got AI features. You can see you can do add text animation, enhance image editing, improve loading feedback, save generation history, add sound options, etc. So it's actually suggesting all the features that it can build for you. So very much like self-advising on how to make this app better, which is pretty cool. You can see up in the right hand side, it's got the number of free generations here too in our nostalgia animator. Oh, added sound for us. Okay, I hope you can hear that sound. So it's created an 8-second long video. You've got 2 generations left. So it's deducted that properly. It's taken this video, it's animated it to this. I think we can share it. We can download it. We can. Let's see if cannot share the file. Please try download it instead. Okay, so we've got animate vintage photo. We've got generate video from photo. We've got generate image from text. So actually got a few options, which is cool. Let's go ahead and we will let's create another one. So that works. That was connecting together 2 tools, which was the animate images with VO and also control the image aspect ratios. Okay, let's build something else. Why don't we do this? Let's use Google search data and then let's do let's do provide audio navigation or create voice-based assistance for when you do it. Why don't we do this? Let's add conversational voice app. This might be pushing the boat out a little bit. Conversational voice and use Google search data. So maybe we can do like a chat-based searching experience. Okay. I want to create an conversational agent fast. let's do this. Fast AI responses. No, let's do that. Okay. I want to create a conversational real-time news exploration app where I can talk, and the app surfaces news stories, surfaces live insights, and we can talk about them. Surfaces live news articles, likely within the last 24 hours. Make this changeable. Real-time new exploration app we can talk, and the app services use, and then we discuss them together. The user's instructions should be able to be spoken or typed. Should be able to be spoken or typed. Okay, let's see how that goes. So the idea is to create some sort of assistant. So if you are waking up and you're scouring the news and you're searching Google, you actually just might want to hit a tab and talk to your assistant so they can then browse through different apps with you, and that'd be really cool. Now, previously using the Google Live API was actually quite tricky to set up yourself. It required a lot of permissions. So if they've actually scaffolded this in a way that makes that a lot easier, including like audio, there we go, audio, Gemini service, etc., that will actually be fairly huge. So you can see some of the recommendations here. Let users customize their newsfeed by selecting specific topics, sources, or keywords they're most interested in. That's very good. Tailor generations to your exact needs. Save custom instructions to define app styles, framework, or other preferences. Okay. But we can let it build. We can see if you can cobble together all these things using natural language without having to, I don't know, wrangle with different APIs and copy and paste in. Oh, wait, that was fast. Copy and paste in different prompts. That's crazy. So this ran actually for 75 seconds, and we now have an app. If I can allow this, we can see if this works. I want to make sure it's not kind of knocking off my streaming mic, but it says, hello, what news would you like to explore today? You can type. Can change this. You can use the microphone to talk. Maybe I can toggle this on. If I change this, will this work too? Let's try it. Can you find the latest AI news for me?
I can definitely do that for you. Let me just pull up the latest AI news.
Oh, okay. So we've got it. Here's a summary of the latest AI news and announcements regarding the Nintendo Switch. Okay, I don't think so the transcription was different than what I said, but it's got some things about the AI Switch. Okay, I think you actually misheard what I asked for. Can you search for the latest AI news for me, please?
I'm sorry, I don't have the ability to search the web right now. If you enable search, I would be happy to look for the latest AI news for you.
I actually think you do have the ability to search the web.
I understand you think I can, but I currently don't have the ability to search the web. If you enable search, I can find that information for you.
Let's refresh. Let's give it another shot. Let's say this. Please, can you find the latest AI news stories from the last 24 hours for me?
I'd be happy to find the latest AI news stories for you. However, I'm not able to browse the web right now. If you enable search, I can look up the recent AI news for you.
Okay. Seems to be some sort of bug with this. Let's have a look. Adjust audio playback, clear conversation history. Okay, for some reason, the assistant doesn't think it can browse the web. For some reason, the assistant thinks it cannot browse the web. I was using voice, by the way. Okay, so this is usual app building. To be fair, the first time it actually transcribed my voice wrong, but it did then search the web. It brought up a list of articles and then it gave a reply. So obviously you can go ahead and tweak this. But if you wanted to make these changes, make some updates, you can just type it. So it's actually enhancing it. We'll give it another shot. We'll give it a try, but the app was built in 75 seconds using a live API. We had audio in, we had audio out. We actually did do a web search and it brought the result back. And they built that app in 75 seconds, which was actually fairly insane for a first go. I didn't expect it to work on the first go. So we'll give it the benefit of the doubt. And then we'll go and try another one. But if obviously you are spending more time on it, you can create a more robust prompt. You can go back and forward a bit more. You can make sure that these fixes work. But the overall feeling is this is quite insane. Here's the feedback. Okay, it sounds like the AI model used for voice generate conversation wasn't configured to use its web search tool, leading to that disconnected experience. I helped fix that by enabling Google search tool directly within the live conversation session. This change will make the interaction much smoother. The AI will now be able to access and discuss real-time news directly as you speak to it without needing a separate background step. Okay, that sounds cool. We'll leave it to update and then we can try again. I think it's actually done. Okay, let's try it. Can you find me the recent news regarding Anthropic and their Claude models and any news they've released in the last 24 hours for me?
In the last 24 hours, there have been some interesting developments regarding Anthropic and their Claude models. They've introduced a new version of their chatbot for scientists and life sciences companies, aiming to speed up tasks like data checks and report writing. For example, one drug company used Claude to reduce paperwork from weeks to just minutes. Additionally, Anthropic has expanded the availability of their Claude Code agent to their web and mobile applications. It's currently in a research preview for Pro and Mac subscribers, and they've mentioned it's been used heavily internally to help write most of its own code. Also, there were reports about Anthropic being in talks with Google about a potential cloud computing deal. Let me know if you want more details on any of these.
Yeah, that's awesome. Can you find those articles for me and pop them into the side tab?
I'm not able to put things into a side tab. However, I can provide you with the links to the articles about Anthropic's new chatbot for scientists, the expanded availability of Claude Code, and the talks with Google about a potential cloud computing deal. Would you like me to do that? I understand. I'm unable to send you links.
Okay, let's do a final change. When that worked, previously, let's just dictate this. Previously, you showed the articles in the right-hand side in the related articles tab. Can you make sure we're actually showing the articles that you search for in response to my query in that list, as that will be really useful. Okay, cool. Let's send this. We'll see if it works, and if not, we'll go and we'll build another type of app. Obviously, we can keep working on this because actually this will be super cool. Yeah, real-time search. You can package this up however you want. But just the fact that you can create an app that has the Google Live API, like a conversational voice app just created in initially it was 75 seconds, which is which is insane. Usually you'd probably have to go to like Cursor, you'd have to drop in some docs, you'd have to copy and paste an LLMs.txt, like a link to like any documentation on how to build it. It's definitely going to be longer than 75 seconds, but this kind of looks like it will work out of the box. There we go. Displaying only the articles relevant to today's query will make the app much more focused. Update the logic to just let them know whenever you ask a new topic, and the assistant will find relevant news. The relevant articles, related articles, will clear out the old links and show any of the sources for the current conversation. Okay. Cool. That's making changes. We'll give it one more shot, but this is cool. It's a conversational news exporter. Let's do this. Find me the latest AI news, please.
A couple of interesting things in the last 24 hours. Google DeepMind and Yale announced they've developed a new AI model that can identify a new pathway for cancer therapy. Also, OpenAI has released a Japan economic blueprint and a way to continue using ChatGPT if you're not using it through WhatsApp anymore.
Okay, so we're actually getting that, but we're not getting the articles on the right. I'm hearing the great response from the assistant, but not seeing any links added to the related articles. I don't know, component. Let's go. See what it says. We'll just give it one more chance. I think it'd be ace if we can get this to work. Yeah, this is cool. You can post it to GitHub. Obviously, you can just like download it and run it in Cursor if you wanted to add in different things that this couldn't do. But pretty cool. By the way, if anyone's got like a live streaming Zoomer inner tool, let me know. It'd be cool to just like zoom in on different aspects of this app. Focus on the grounding metadata. Articles are missing. Okay. So it's basically figuring out how the turn is being completed in terms of my voice inquiry, my text inquiry, it finding the articles, giving the response, and then bringing it back to me, but it's not actually putting the articles in the side window. So it's not finding the grinding metadata within the live stream in the API. This change doesn't alter the user experience. Okay, this is going to be the last time. I can keep working on this later on, but yeah, this is neat to show. This doesn't change the user experience. You've already approved purely a technical fix to the related articles. Okay, let's go for the next try. Let's refresh it, and you can say, find me the recent AI news, please.
Sure. Here are some recent AI developments. A new study from 22 international public broadcasters found that AI chatbots like ChatGPT and Copilot often distort news and struggle with accuracy. Gemini had the most sourcing issues, according to the study. Also, OpenAI announced their Japan economic blueprint and discussed continuing the ChatGPT experience outside of WhatsApp. Anything specific you'd like to know more about?
Okay, so still not seeing the related articles, but we have a voice AI assistant that was built in a couple of minutes. Let's go back. We'll save this one. We can come back to that in another time. But yeah, in total, that's actually building stuff really quickly. Okay, what else do we want to try? We've got a few minutes left. Let's say, Video understanding. Help users find the key moments in long videos. Add a feature to analyze video content to instantly generate summaries. Okay, video understanding. We're going to go with, and we're going to go with Google search data. And we're going to do transcribe audio. Okay, I'm going to do this. I'm just going to dictate this for speed. Create an app which will search for YouTube videos and then help me create a summary of key parts of the video, extract key highlights and themes, and also transcribe the audio of the video for pieces that I select. So for example, if I wanted to select a key part of the video, that can then be transcribed for me to use later. It should search YouTube for these videos. Okay. I don't know if this is going to work. Create an app that searches for YouTube videos. Help me create a summary of the key parts of the video. Extract key highlights. Transcribe the audio. Let me just paste this. I want to try what this getting lucky is first. What's this? Oh, build a gardening assistant app that identifies plants from a photo. Okay, let's actually try it. Let's try one of these getting lucky. I'm pretty lucky. Building out the creates personal audio summary of news articles I provide so I can listen on my commute. Okay, choose your own adventure game. Let's go and we'll build that instead. That'd be good. We'll see. We've got a couple minutes left. We'll see if it can do it in time, but here's the prompt. Create an infinite choose your own adventure engine. It should be a text-based game where my choices generally alter the upcoming plot, not just lead to preset paths. Use a consistent art style for real-time generated images so characters look the same throughout the journey. Feature a dynamic sidebar that tracks my inventory and current quest, which the AI must automatically update automatically as I encounter new items or characters in my story. That sounds quite fun. Let's see if it can do it. Here it says, add a companion system. Allow the player to recruit and interact with AI-controlled companions who can assist them in their journey. Custom instructions. Track the player's moral choices and have them influence future events. Can we add that to chat? Okay, induce a karma system to choose your own adventure. Players' karma should start at a neutral value. Certain choice will increase karma, others will decrease it. This is actually insane. Okay, we've got an error. We can auto fix it. Let's do this. We'll save it. Auto fix. And then we can add in the karma system if we've got time. Overall, this is actually quite insane from Google. If this is just the start of what they are making, obviously this is using 2.5 Pro. So when 3 comes down to, these are just going to keep leveling up and getting better. So I can't wait for those new capabilities to come, because obviously as the models get more powerful and the more capabilities added from Google, this product is only going to get a lot better. And then when we get the database, when we get the login with Google, when we get the Google Cloud for automatic scaling, should a published app go viral and you're getting hundreds of thousands of users, then you can scale up with Google Cloud. Let's see if this works. We've got something on screen. Forging your destiny. The world is changing. The story is about to begin. Is this going to start? Let's go. Yes. Okay, here we go. A sudden disorientating lurch pulled you from what felt like a dreamless sleep, leaving you sprawled on the cool, moss-covered ground in an ancient forest clearing. Okay, what did you do next? We're going to stand up and survey the perimeter, try to recall any memories, listen intently for any sounds or signs. We're going to go approach the artifact. Let's do that. Okay, we've got the next step in our story. As you cautiously draw near the pulsating cerulean glow, cerulean, the artifact revealed itself. What did you do next? We can just skip through some of these because we are come to the end of the time. Carefully touch, try to decipher, attempt to mentally focus, look around the clearing for other clues. Let's do that. You could actually, if you want to take this a step further, you can actually change this to a theme of your choosing. Maybe you can let the user choose the theme of the adventure. You could do things like, introducing this karma system. You could make this video and sound with VO3 if you wanted to. Also, that would be pretty neat. And maybe you could actually introduce the voice. So if you actually wanted this spoken, you could do that. Okay, look, we've got an inventory. Following your instincts, you systematically scan the immediate clearing, the ground, through primarily carpeted and soft moss, showing a distinct disturbance radiating outwards from the artifact. A faint circular scorch mark, barely singed into the resistant flora. Okay, so we've got an inventory now. Let's do this. Actually, one more feature. Let's make the inventory. Let's make the inventory more complete with images of each item and a description. Okay. But you can see like how nice of an experience this is to build things on. Okay, you can do this in other apps, but they don't have all the inbuilt AI capabilities of Google, so you don't have to go off and find them. You know that Google's AI functionality is very robust too. But yeah, this is really neat. I absolutely love this. I can see myself building a ton of stuff with this. If this is just the first version, God knows how good this is going to get fairly quickly. Give it 1 minute and then we can wrap up. But yeah, this is really cool. This is Google. This is aistudio.google.com. And yeah, you can see it also does things like sound effects. You can save and load the game. You can refine the chatbot context, add more backgrounds. Here's some AI features too, which you can then add in. Say you wanted to do, I don't know, loads of other stuff. You can do that too, which is pretty cool. Okay, I think we'll wrap it there. You can kind of see where this is going with AI Studio. Google Gemini 3.0 is coming out soon. This whole platform is going to level up really quickly. Kudos to the whole Gemini team, to Logan, etc. Yeah, really cool product. I'm going to be testing out much more. Hope you enjoyed this. I'm going to be doing more of these live builds, these live demos, and catch you at the same time tomorrow at 2 p.m. CET. Catch you later. Have a good evening.